Alright, what's up, guys? So, I wanted to ask this question. What's going on with some content creators? Because, nah, man, like, content creators, they switch platforms, like, going on to some different streaming, whatever. And I'm starting to see a lot of different content creators just starting to talk crazy. And I'm like, look, I get that the rules have overall changed when it comes to like content creating and what you're allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say, but I just feel like that some of the things are just coming off as like disrespect. Like you got where Aiden, he's out here wishing death upon people. You got others where it's like they want to say something about like Pride Month and stuff, and I'm like, it really trips me out. I'm like, look, if you have like your ill feelings towards something, it's like in this day and age you have to keep it to yourself, especially with how just overall how like sensitive the internet is. Because I mean, there's left and right where it's like I can see something, right? And I guess like, yeah, with Aiden Ross and then other content creators, it's like when I see some of the things that they say, it doesn't have no effect on me. It doesn't offend me. And even if there is something offensive that a content creator would overall say about black people, like let's say a content, because I honestly feel like that's where it's leading to. Where I mean, I think didn't Aiden get caught up almost saying the N word? It's gonna eventually get to that where there's just some white content creators out there where they gonna like, oh well, if they're allowed to say this and they're allowed to say that, I should be allowed to say the N word. And it's honestly, it's just going to be this ongoing debate, and it's just going to lead to more restrictions and rules with particular websites and stuff. So I just honestly, I truly do think though that like there are some creators out there where it's like, look, you gotta keep that stuff to yourself. Like however you feel about something, it's like keep it to yourself. Don't say it out there, tweet about it, post. Because I do think that that's another thing where there's just people out there where they're way too caught up with the internet. They feel like that they need to speak their mind all the time when it comes to the internet. And it's like, fam, if it ain't gonna be stuff that's gonna help out those around you, because you have to understand, like, you as a content creator, you're a leader almost, like you're pretty much like, whether it's a small village or a whole world, it's like you're leading people, you're a leader. So it's like when you're putting yourself on this platform and you're saying all these different crazy things, it's like people are going to mimic that or mock that, or they're gonna be like, oh well, he's allowed to say how he feels about stuff, I should be allowed to say how I feel. Then next thing you know, it's like that person decides to be a content creator themselves, and now they're having to apologize for tweets that they made years ago. And I'm like, bruh, that's what I mean. I'm like, people, like talking to content creators again, it's like you guys gotta start setting a better example. Like that's one thing that I will say is that none of us is perfect, but at the same time, we shouldn't be out here on the internet carrying on in like ways where it's like you're gonna have to apologize for it at some point in time. And I know people are like, well, I don't know. It's like, fam, look, it doesn't take a genius to know things and to not know things. You should know when you're going online and saying something crazy. So that's why, it's something where it's like, if that's how you talk amongst you and your friends, keep it that way. But it's like with the internet, it's like you're gonna have to separate how you feel and then the internet stuff. And it's like you have to understand, it's like, internet, it's like when you say something or do something, that's there forever, especially if you a big content creator at that too. Like, it's one of those things. It's like, people, y'all gotta be smart. All right. So but anyways, I just wanted to talk on that real quick. And just overall let some people know, it's like, hey, can't just be on the internet just saying some old crazy stuff and things, because at some point in time you are gonna have to apologize for that stuff. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.